Welcome back to News 3 Today at 11. Origin Coffee owners Elise and Matt Higgins are a couple on a mission to eradicate hunger and spread community goodwill one cup at a time. My favorite food and cultural journalist and blogger extraordinaire Martina Yvette Allen is back with her weekly segment, A Dash of That, to share how they are paying it forward to their neighbors in need. Thank you so much for joining us this morning. Listen, I had to get my lips working today. When we talk about food, you know, it's always that extra, right? Okay, so many of us have been impacted, whether directly or indirectly, by this government shutdown. The owners, though, of Origin Coffee are using their resources and community donations to give others a hand up. No judgment.
No judgment whatsoever.
No questions asked.
And nothing that will hinder. At this point, I will say they are very much true to this process as well. This is something that they've been doing actually since 2021 through 22 when they opened the building. Elise learned how to make bread and would give some of that bread out to the unhoused that were around the area of MLK. And so this is something to them that basically is them neighborly feeding their neighbors. And I think that's a beautiful thing that they do.
I love that because they have a servant's heart. They were inspired by Heritage Coffee Company in Portland.
Yes, absolutely. So they received that idea, I think, through an Instagram post, if I'm not mistaken. And then they went ahead and did it for their own shop. So as you know, they not only have the shop that is located on MLK, but they also have the one on Hilton Head. So both shops, you are able to make in-kind donations in any way, shape, or form. And of course, they are offering those SNAP benefit free meals for anyone who is in need during that time. Or if you just really want just like a cup of coffee. There is no ask either. They're not saying, hey, you have to come in and make a donation. But while we were there, we saw several people just donating from the kindness of their hearts using their Venmo code, which I thought was really excellent as well.
And you said that they didn't ask why.
Nope.
But how can they help?
Exactly. That was the first step. I loved talking to Matt and Elise because of that. They wanted to find out more ways they can actually be beneficial to their community. They asked around, they asked the different churches. They reached out to a few community centers, and they have partnered with a number of them. So for instance, you can drop off some donations that they're going to actually give to Dwelling Church, which is on East Lathrop. So if you have any winter items as well, clothing, hygiene products, you can also drop that off at Origin Coffee as well.
Now you mentioned local partners, but they also have global partnerships.
Absolutely. So their global partnership program actually is funding and they've been doing this since they started. So when you buy a cup of coffee, some of the proceeds goes to developing farms in Tanzania, I believe in Ethiopia, and some of those different places is where those beans are coming from. So you're getting some nice organic, really great beans, and then also you're giving back to the community. You probably didn't even know you were.
And speaking of giving back, they've already provided more than $2,000 in free food to our community.
And it's only been a couple of days.
It's only been a couple of days.
And one of the things I really loved about this was their mission is they still have some money that's left over into a virtual pot that is also on their website and also the Venmo page. So as long as they have that money in that bank available, they will continue this even if the government does go back into its regular scheduled mode.
That's good to hear. Okay, so we have to get to the food.
Yes, we do.
We want to talk about the good things they're doing, but we want to talk about some of the food that you can find there as well.
Yes, absolutely. So we have the pleasure of trying actually a very new drink that was made the day before. It's an Earl Grey hot cocoa. Ooh. And though it may sound like maybe it's a little intimidating, I really love it because that bergamot that's in the Earl Grey, of course, it's citrus, it's floral, and then with that hint of chocolate, it creates this wonderful smooth aroma. I really enjoyed that, and I would love another cup again.
Perfect for this time of year. Perfect for this time of year.
Perfect.
Okay, so now what is this?
This is the fried hard egg brisket sandwich.
What?
And yes,
What?
and they make that in combination with slow fire barbecue. So that brisket is coming from slow fire.
Okay,
Yes.
and this is salmon?
Yes, so this is the lox smear spicy lox, which is really good. This is actually my #1 option. I come here actually
Really?
to Origin a lot, and this is one of my favorite meals. So I really do enjoy that lox a lot. It's
Okay.
got the capers, the red onions, a wonderful poached salmon, and of course that cream cheese is just, ooh, it's so good. It's
Oh
just
my goodness.
creamy, and all the bread is from Auspicious. So again, working partners with partners and supporting the community as well. Again.
Now, hours of operation.
Hours of operation. So for them, it's 7 a.m. to 3 p.m.
Here in Savannah.
Here in Savannah, and then 7 a.m. to 7 a.m. to 4 p.m. The kitchen closes at 3 p.m.
Okay.
in Savannah, and then 7 a.m. to 1 p.m. for Hilton Head's location.
Oh, Martina, thank you so much for
Thank
joining
y'all
us. Now,
for having me.
quickly about your initiative, because you are coming together with local eateries
Absolutely.
to provide assistance as well.
Yes. So the ask again is if you are interested in donating in any way, shape, or form, we want to be able to, all the places that we're approaching this month, we're going to try to ask to do a community service drive with them, canned goods, non-perishable goods, clothing, things of that nature. One thing I don't like to do is reinvent the wheel. So there are certain things that are happening with those restaurants, and there's ways that you can donate. For instance, Origin Coffee does have those particular partners they already work with. If you can, just bring in any of the donations listed, as well as those non-perishable items, but also clothing for the winter as well.
All right, Martina Allen, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank y'all for having me.
You can watch this interview and any of our previous A Dash of That segments on our website at wsav.com/Martina. Coming up next, you know what time it is, a peek at weekend happenings. Stay with us. You're watching WSAV News 3 Today at 11. We'll be right back.